That's exactly what it means. Like I said, in Georgia especially, deep in the South, I used to go to the last college when I was in Gordon, deep in the South. They just talk to me like, hey, Shao, that my kinfolk, Shao. I'm like, what? I'm like, speak English. But it's like they cut off every last 2 or 3 letters in what they're saying. But the only thing that you get from it is that that's your kinfolk. And the kinfolk means that's my family, on the sense that that's my blood. So we're going to show the importance, and we're going to study together. If I'm telling you, if I make the bold statement that Jesus is your kinfolk or your kinsman redeemer, that means he redeems you by sharing the same bloodline or being your relative. Remember, not in the sense of a lamb. Not this time. But as your family. Now, this is the thing, though. A kinfolk was there. We're going to go to a verse. Okay? We're going to go to a verse. Leviticus chapter 25. This is an important chapter. And please, if I confuse or if things are not clear, please let me know, because this is very, 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 very important. Leviticus 25. When everybody get this, say amen, please.
Amen.
Okay. We're going to read verse 25. I'm going to show you something. Because this is the thing about the kinsman, redeemer. In order to redeem, in order to be a redeemer, in order for a redeemer to exist, remember, there must be someone, I said some money. There must be somebody who merits or who needs redemption. Or in another word, another name or another word for redemption needs to be saved. Not necessarily in the saved of something spiritual when we talk about salvation, but in the life period. Now, let's start from verse 20. Let's read verse 25. Somebody read that for me. Verse 25 and 26. Can somebody read that for me? Leviticus 25, verse 25 and 26.
What chapter?
Chapter 25. Leviticus 25, verse 25. I'll read it then if I have nobody to read for me. You there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it says this. If thy brother be waxen poor, and has sold away some of his possessions, and if any of his kin, right, kin is family, come to redeem it, then shall he redeem that which his brother sold. And if a man have none to redeem it, and himself be able to redeem it, then let him count the years of the sale thereof, and restore the overplus unto the man to whom he sold it, that he may return unto his possessions. Okay? So one thing that I want to show you, and you can look at verse 24 real quick. because I want to underline, it really says in verse 24, I'm sorry that I skipped that. It says, in the land of your possession ye shall grant a redemption for the land. Underline grant a redemption. So basically, grant a redemption for the land. So basically, when you lost your land, you know, when what you possess is lost, a family member can come and redeem it for you. So the redeemer not only it not only is for the person, but it can also redeem property, which is important. And it's the kin. And when we see kin in the Bible, we know it's the kinfolk, like we say in the South, or family. Now, let's look at verse 47, because this is the interesting part. Verse 47 says this, and if a sojourner or stranger wax rich by thee, and thy brother dwell with him, wax poor, and sell himself unto the stranger, or sojourn by himself, or to the stock of the stranger's family, after that he is sold, he may be redeemed again. One of his brethren may redeem him, either his uncle or his uncle's son may redeem him, or any that is nigh of a kin unto him of his family may redeem him, or if he be able, he may redeem himself. Very important. Verse 47 to 49 is very important. Now, what I want to let you know is this. Slavery back in the day was very common. All right? This is in his long history. This is around this time. What are we talking about? In Israel, slavery, and even in other nations, even today, slavery is very common. And sometimes when we see slavery, we think about the black slaves and stuff like that. But slavery still goes on today, but maybe just a little bit more modernized, but we don't title it as slavery, but it still is the same function as it. But these are different ways that you can enter into slavery in the ancient world. This is one way. You can be born into slavery. You can be a son of a slave. When you're a son of a slave and you're born a slave, then you're considered a slave. If you're captured during an invasion of another nation, you can get into slavery. If you're led away basically into that country, into that another foreign country, you get into slavery. Also, this is what happens many times. And this is what verse 47 was speaking about. Many times when people fall into debt, right, what they would do is it would be like their bankruptcy. They would like to be like, okay, God, all right, I'll be your slave for this amount of years. And as your slave, whatever I'm making, I'll just pay off my debt. So when there's too much to bear, you get into slavery. Or suddenly you don't have no money. You get into slavery. That's what verse 47 talked about. Notice that again. It says, if a sojourner or a stranger wax rich by thee, if a rich man is next to you, right? And thy brother that dwells with him is poor, wax poor, and sell himself unto the stranger, or the sojourner by thee, or to the stock of the strange family, after that he is sold, he may be redeemed again. Okay? So that means that no matter which point of slavery that you're in, if you put yourself in it, because you feel as if you can't handle it, if you're born into it, our Bible says this, youth, that a family member